Okay, we are working on another episode of Orioles Franchise here in MLB The Show 25. We got Sugano versus Brandon Fiat. This is the rubber match in this series. Both teams 6-6. Good old Rocket. Okay, we're going to sit Westberg. We're going to sit Tyler O'Neill. We're going to sit Adley. Okay. Alright, that looks good. We're going to go with Jackson, Mountcastle, Henderson, O'Hearn, Sanchez, Kerstad, Ramon Laureano, Urias, Mateo. Let's see if we can get Sugano a win, shall we? I think we can get Sugano a win.
Interleague baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Baltimore Orioles and the Arizona Diamondbacks. Big storyline in this one is the recent struggles of today's starter. Just hasn't seemed to be able to find his rhythm.
Yeah, Boo. Just look at these stats. We've seen his frustration building every time he leaves one up in the zone.
All right, his last two starts have not been good.
His instincts and let it fly out there.
We got to turn that around. One second here.
And we'll be back for the first pitch right after this. Just about ready to roll. On the hill here today, Brandon Fiat.
Yeah, his ERA last year was a little worse than average, so definitely be looking for better results this season.
Here's Brandon Fiat.
Being able to have a consistent delivery and to be able to repeat that delivery so you can hit the spots that you want to hit and have a higher chance of being successful.
Fiat does have that top prospect label.
The leadoff batter as he looks at ball one. Swing and a ground ball. Marte throws to first in time. One down. Time now to take a look at the Orioles lineup put together by manager Brandon Hyde. A really frustrating showing for them in their last game. Lots of traffic on the bases, but they left a ton of runners on base. Couldn't cash in their chances, Chris.
They had plenty of chances. There's nobody to blame it on but themselves offensively. They just did a poor job converting in situations. You have to figure out what's your plan going to be. Maybe watch some tape from the last game. Make the adjustment. So if you get those opportunities in this one, you've got a much better chance of scoring some runs.
Fiat.
Next pitch is outside.
Sweeper to the outside.
Good eye right there.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
2 strikes.
Let's make him work a little bit.
One down, base is empty. Hit in the air, center field.
Okay, you know what? That was a good at bat.
That's out number 2.
Shortstop Gunnar Henderson.
And next for the Orioles, Gunnar Henderson. And first offering is fouled off.
He's getting the barrel to the ball. He's just got to work on that timing a little bit.
Next offering is in for a
Nice
strike.
pitch.
And that's outside. The shortstop takes the ball.
Worked it back even.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball.
Well, he missed a hittable off-speed pitch right there. Not sure exactly with the time. And sometimes you get a backup breaking ball. You're expecting it to make its move at the end. It never does. And you're tied up.
Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Catcher has it. Fires to first. In time, the 2-3 strikeout. At the bottom of the first. No score.
Gotta stop chasing those low pitches.
Back here with my pal Siggy. And on the hill in this one, Tomoyuki Sugano.
There's always a bit of a learning curve for rookie pitchers. You've got to get familiar with these big league hitters, and it's more of a chess match. But I think this kid's got good stuff and the potential to be great.
And now, Geraldo Perdomo. And the pitch is outside. Ball 1.
Dee da dee da dee.
And now 2-0.
He's been raking in recent games.
I had the song Rocky Top stuck in my head for some reason.
Getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
Swing and a foul out of play.
Okay. Sugano.
Now he breaks his bat. Henderson.
Broken path that almost makes it all the way out to Gunner. Wasn't sure if Gunner was going to catch the ball or the bat.
Diamondbacks lineup. And one to watch, of course, their 3-hole hitter.
Garrett
Ketel
Hampson.
Marte.
Well, these days we know teams, they put a game plan together for every hitter in a lineup. But a guy like this, they circle him, make sure he doesn't beat you. So they put in a little extra time and effort on how they're going to approach him. He can be a huge difference maker when he's hot. So it's going to be fun to see how they try to work him right here.
1 out, base is empty. Next offering is in the dirt. And that's downstairs and outside.
Okay.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
And a swing and a miss at the slider in the dirt. Sanchez gathers, throws, out. 2 away now after the drop third strike. Here's Ketel Marte.
Here's Ketel Marte. Only hitting .239 so far on the year.
Handled it short. Throw to first, and very nicely
3 up, 3 down.
Nothing in the Arizona first. Second inning from the Valley of the Sun coming up on the show. No score. And we're back. All set for the start of the inning. So now the Orioles cleanup hitter, Ryan O'Hearn. Yeah, that's fouled off. O'Hearn with some impressive production lately. And that is cut on and missed. And it's 0-2.
You don't stick at the major league
Here's
level
turn
unless you
and
can
burn
string
Ryan
together
O'Hearn.
consistently solid performances. Right now, he's showing us why he's lasted in the big leagues.
Makes the catch for the out.
Going to have a little more discipline in future at bats.
A two-time All-Star.
Good, but you can't hit it. It was just too high in the zone. You usually see a swing and miss or weak contact in the infield.
Gary Sanchez, the next to hit, takes ball 1. On the ground to third, Hampson.
Gary Sanchez ground out.
2 up, 2 down.
So 1 pop out, 1 ground out.
Batter now, Heston Kjerstad. 4 for 8 in the series so far. Swing and a foul straight back. Second inning here, no score. And a big swing and a miss.
Well, pretty clear to me. He was trying to go deep right there, but you got to get a pitch that you can handle.
Missed with a changeup, and that's ball 1.
1 ball, 2 strikes, McCown.
Hit on the ground to the right side.
Let's
Tosses to
go.
the pitcher covering the bag. And it's a 1-2-3
PFP's
inning.
good play by
So
Fiat.
No runs, no hits, no errors, and no one. Bottom half of inning number 2, and now the right fielder, Corbin Carroll. Sugano back to work. And that drops in for a
You got to
strike.
assume things are going to turn around for Corbin Carroll at some point.
I don't
He's
know
only
if
hitting
everyone remembers their
136.
first jersey, but Carroll certainly does. He used to rock an Ichiro Suzuki growing up.
Mike Fillmore, our plate umpire. Very consistent with his zone, Chris. Gets a lot of praise for that.
He does, Boog, and I think that with any umpire, you really just want them to be consistent. Fillmore's a guy that does a good job back there in that way, so people around the league really appreciate
1 ball,
his
2
consistency.
strikes.
Chris, do players ever change their approach in meaningful ways based on who's umpiring, or is it good to just be aware of tendencies so you're not that surprised?
I'd say the latter, because pitcher's got to pitch to his strengths regardless. The hitter's got to hit to his strength. So you're aware of it, but you have to just hunt for what you
Got
can
him.
handle.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 1 down.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing
A
tumbles
beautiful
out of his
pitch and a
hand
beautiful
just
play
comes
by
off the table
Sugano.
at the
He
last
stayed on
moment.
that outside
If he
corner.
keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
Here's Josh Naylor. 2 for 9 so far in the series. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Now 1 miss.
That's inside.
Cut her down and in, but went too far in. 22
Late
pitches.
swing, foul to the left.
We're now at 491.
That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. And there's
2
the ball.
balls, 2 strikes.
That one misses in the dirt.
Still just the second batter of the inning, and on the mound, he's already thrown 13 pitches. They got him working hard out there.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Love how he became a really tough out with 2 strikes right there. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge him. Crazy.
Next pitch is outside.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield. Definitely lost the handle during that sequence. 4 pitches for the walk, and that last one didn't even.
Come on.
You might want to go talk to him.
The pitch.
Well, the offense really struggled last night. I mean, it was awful. So I think picking up a run right here.
Del
that's gonna get him
Castillo.
going a little bit.
On the ground to first, could be two. Mountcastle over to second.
Beautiful double play. Sugano's out of the second.
And that'll do it. No runs, one hit, no errors, and a man left. We played 2 full. We're tied, 0-0.
A nice pick by Mountcastle. That's the one thing. Even when Mountcastle's not hitting, he's going to give you solid Gold Glove quality defense at first base.
And welcome back to the ballpark. Now it's the right fielder, Ramon Laureano. Laureano goes 5 feet 11 inches, hitting 7th in today's lineup, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. Swing and a miss, and now it's even 1-1.
1 strike.
Misses the zone for a ball. That was the sweeper.
3 straight sweepers.
And a swing and a miss there.
Well, when those hitters count, sometimes it can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
Fly ball to right. He makes the grab, and there's 1 down. And into the box for Baltimore, Ramon Urias. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
1-0.
And another ball. That one fouled off.
I don't know whether it's that both pitchers look locked in or whether just both offenses are riding the struggle bus right now.
2-2.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
That one just misses.
Now pitching.
That's not good.
Is forced to the mound after the injury.
And Joe Mantiply.
One down, base is empty. That one ripped. Makes the catch.
And Ramon takes Mantiply deep to center, but McCarthy's there to run it down. I certainly hope that Fiat is okay.
His success is getting ahead early in the count. He cannot afford to go deep in the counts. Doesn't have a ton of swing and miss stuff, so he's going to have to work efficiently.
And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. And good work there. Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far.
We've had 2 one-run games in this series so far.
And the first offering a fastball for a strike.
Grichuk is second on the Diamondbacks in OPS.
Swing and a ball lifted left field. He's got it. And there's 1 down.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
Gurriel gets a piece.
Gurriel, a 2023 All-Star. Has plenty of pop in that bat.
That catches the zone for a strike, and the count is 1-2. That's inside.
2 strikes.
Oh dear.
Deep to left center.
Speaking of pop in the bat, Gurriel takes Sugano deep. And it's 1-0 Arizona.
Was very patient, and it paid off.
And now Geraldo Perdomo in for a strike. 0-1. Ground ball left side, and it goes just foul.
Let's take a look at that. Yeah, that didn't get down enough.
And takes low for ball one.
1 ball, 2 strikes, count.
That's to third. Whips it to Mountcastle. 2 away. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's Garrett Hampson. Pitch misses there, and it's 1-0. 2 down, base is empty, but 1 run across here in the rubber match of this 3-game series. Next offering is in for a strike. Trying to bunt his way on. Urias.
Got him.
Tosses the first. Hampson is out. That ends the frame of the bunt attempt.
Lourdes Gurriel Jr. gives the Diamondbacks the lead.
It's now 1-0. You're dialed into the show.
On a low and in
Back here at Chase Field, here's the second base
splitter that wasn't low enough.
And he drops it down the third baseline. Bare hand has to hurry, and they get the out.
Well, I think the defense was anticipating something here because
Well played by the defense.
defend as that ball was put down. Nice little drag bunt, but they get the out. Way to go.
Mountcastle, the batter now as he swings and misses for strike 1. Swing, and this one's bounced to the ground. Flips it, nicely done for the out. So 2 down now, and here is Gunnar Henderson. And he hits a ground ball right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it.
Let's go.
Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. And there's a foul ball.
Well, these Diamondbacks showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to
Tell
be the name of their game.
Marte.
He's only given up 1 run, but the
It's going to
starter's
be a
pitch count
Marte
is starting to go up,
Partey.
and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
That misses the zone, and the count 2-1.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
Makes the catch. 1 down. This is Corbin Carroll.
That is a positive sign, even though it probably doesn't feel like it. He hit the ball hard.
God, I got that
It's
song
always
stuck in my
back
head.
favor. Sometimes a defender is there to make a play.
Sugano.
Swinging a foul back, and that's out of play. And now 2 balls and a strike. Base is empty, 1 away. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. That's in there, and it's 2-2. Up the middle. Guides, and he can't hang on. No throw, and the speedy runner.
Hey, kept it in the infield.
1 gone, runner at first. Here goes the runner. Strike in there. Throw.
Got him.
Wow. Great throw by Gary Sanchez.
That goes to show you
Who
stealing a
knew
base
that
is a tough
Gary
thing to do,
Sanchez had
and
that kind of
far from a
arm?
Sure thing, even with big time speed. It's not easy to catch him, but that was a great catch and throw, quick, not rushed, and accurate.
Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field. Makes the grab, and that's the inning. Back here in the desert, Ryan O'Hearn comes up to hit. Mantiply back to work. And that is out of play.
You know, these Orioles, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
Mantiply.
Swings through that one.
And on the mound, you know confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
Again, Brandon Fiat left this game early.
And a curve misses outside.
Well, this is a
due to
guy
an
that can
apparent
be
injury.
frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
Grichuk hauls it in for the out. And there's one away. And now it's the catcher, Gary Sanchez. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand looks so good. And then by the time he gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Swing and a miss.
No ball, 2 strikes.
That one inside. Look out. On the ground to third. Hampson sends it to first. Got him. So next to hit for Baltimore, Heston Kjerstad grounded out his first time.
Come on.
And there's the strike.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
Next offering is fouled back. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. 3 up, 3 down that time. Last. And we're back. John Shammy with my buddy Chris Singleton. It's set to get us started. Bottom 5. Pavin Smith. In for a strike. 0-1.
Wow, just a beautiful backdoor slider right there. If you've got any chance of hitting that pitch, you have to wait until the absolutely last millisecond. Just a tough pitch to hit and not an easy one to throw either.
On the ground.
Nope, that's foul.
And foul ball. That's down and in. And now it's even up. On the ground, right side. Whips it to first. 1 up, 1 down. And now the catcher comes up to him. Adrian Del Castillo.
Got to give Sugano some run support. He's giving you a good start.
Just missed.
Outside.
Fought off foul. Misses inside. And it's 2-1. And that one missing low.
Here's an opportunity to do some damage and perhaps unlock this offense. 3-1 count. Be ready to turn on a fastball.
That's ball 4. Trying to hit a fastball, but missed the spot. Randall Grichuk now.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
In the dirt, and that's ball 1.
Maybe losing command a little bit after the walk. Next pitch, not even close.
That finds the mark on the inside corner. Runner takes off. Fly ball center field. Mateo has a beat on it. Puts it away for the out. And there's 2 away. And it's Lourdes Gurriel Jr. He's already homered in this game. Ball 1
There's
there.
Lourdes Gurriel Jr., the man who is responsible for the one and only run so far in this game.
And a foul ball. And that one is lifted in the air, and it falls. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs. Now a chance for Geraldo Perdomo. They get the force, and the inning is over. No runs, a hit, 2 left. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's Ramon Laureano. Foul off down the right side.
Okay. Time lapse. We are back to finish this game. Obviously, I did not play the entire thing in one sitting, as you can. But you can see top of the 6th. Let's see if we can hit Joe Multiply.
Thanks for joining us. We're in the 6th and nobody out. Swings through that.
Well, this can be kind of frustrating for the hitting coach. Right now, this lineup seems to be swinging at everything.
Multiply.
Ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes, the count.
Laureano was brought into this team because he can hit lefties.
And downstairs.
He's trying to stay down in the zone, but the
Let's see if he can
will
make that
not
a
chase.
reality.
Now back in a 2-2 count, he's going to have to go to something else to get him out.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Here's a 2-2. That one just misses.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Ramon Urias in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. And a swing and a miss. That K is his 3rd of the game.
Why am I having so much trouble hitting this reliever that is tired?
You can see why. It's not a looping slow curve. He throws it hard, and it gets plenty of bite on the end.
There we go, base hit.
On the ground, and that's through. Their first hit of the ball. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. Jorge Mateo, the next to hit for the Orioles. He's 0 for 1. Pitch in the dirt, and that's ball 1. With the tying run on at first, and we're in the top half of the 6th.
Let's go, come on.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
I don't know what I was swinging at with Mateo.
The way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
And that'll get down for a hit. The throw in, and he's out. Touchdown, and that ends the inning.
I thought I could get there.
Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far.
Third baseman, Garrett Hampson.
And that's in there at the knees. Up the middle, Henderson whips it to first on the run.
Sugano has pitched
and they
very
get
well.
the out.
He just needs some run support.
Second baseman,
No pitcher can win a game without run support.
Ketel Marte up to the plate. Both 2 in this one.
Sugano.
And that is downstairs. And that is ball 1. And a foul ball.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the
Actually, let me
fastball
rephrase.
slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time
Pitchers
catching
can
up.
pitch well without run support. They can't win games without run support.
2-1.
Fouls one off. 2-2.
Sugano getting squeezed a little bit here late in the game. I do not like the condition my bullpen is in.
One down, base is empty.
3-2.
Outside ball 4.
You know, I think he's okay with
Sugano's
that outcome.
third walk.
It wasn't an intentional walk, but
Surprising for a guy who
Exactly
doesn't
the zone either.
isn't known for giving up a lot of walks.
Field.
Kerstad makes a bad read at first, but makes up for it. Gets the second out on just one pitch.
Here's Josh Naylor.
Diamondbacks, first baseman Josh Naylor.
That one finds the zone. That's strike one. Marte leads off first with 2 down to the inning. That one misses, and it's 1-1. In the air, left field, down the line, and that'll fall for a base hit.
Kerstad's not going to get there this time, and now we have a runner on first and second.
Well, I'm not
2
saying that
outs.
play was easy, but it was harder than it needed to be thanks to the bad jump. Those
Here's
small moments can be
Pavin
costly.
Smith,
And now here
who,
is
needless to say, has
Smith.
had a very good series.
Whips it to Mountcastle, and that
But he
is
grounds
that.
out the third,
Diamondbacks stranded
and Sugano is
They're
through
on top,
6.
1-0. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new
Here's
pitcher on the
Shelby
mound. Shelby
Miller.
Miller.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves, late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
0-1.
Mountcastle swings through it for strike one. And that drops in for a strike.
No need to offer that pitch until you get to 2 strikes. It's just a low percentage of success when you want to try to go after that down and away pitch.
Miller ahead 0-2.
Next offering way off the plate. And there's a ball. And that's a strikeout.
Beautiful pitch.
That was pretty nasty. A big first out here in the 7th via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning. Like
I can't
this.
even
With a
complain.
leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this.
It
So a
bothers
strikeout
me
really
that they
puts them on
took
their
the
heels.
The batter will
first
be the shortstop,
pitch.
Gunnar Henderson. Got it started a little too early. Strike one.
This guy's usually not one to chase pitches off the plate, but he did there. We'll see if he can tighten up his zone a little bit.
Swing and a miss.
What am I swinging at?
Now they get 2.
Well, pretty clear to me. He was trying to go deep right there, but you've got to get a pitch that you can handle.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Chance to strike out the side now. You talk about the
Miller is
benefits,
just
the
carving
advantages of
through
relievers who can come in and get the swing and miss, whether
the
it's
heart of his
early
order.
runners or maybe a little jam that they get into themselves, knowing that they can miss the bat. Tell you what, that's
0-1.
huge. It can change the ball game.
That one close, ruled a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. Trying to hold a 1-run lead here in the top half of inning number 7. The
Miller.
next pitch is way outside.
Now you get to this part of the order. Yeah, there's some pop there, but more likely there's some base hits. So very important to be patient. Let the
Ball
pitcher
3.
walk you if he will. First
3
pitch
balls,
strike from the
1 strike.
pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
And a strike in there. And the tying run is on base.
O'Hearn works a
One of the things
walk.
about that 2-out walk, the base runner.
And just like
Warm
that,
into the game,
Miller
righty
is gone.
Kevin Ginkel.
37.
Well, the best relievers love the
Makes
opportunity to come in and
little
protect
to
a
no
tight lead
sense.
late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Sanchez down the bottom, comes up empty with a swing there. And that one fouled off. His pitch is downstairs.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there.
Ginkle didn't like the call,
to get a
but
better sense of the umpire strike zone.
that was clearly a ball.
Hard hit to third. They take the force out, and that is that. And the Orioles lead one, and it remains 1-0.
Now pitching for
We're
Baltimore.
back in a new pitcher here to start the
Number
bottom of the
78.
seventh. Yennier Cano.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Del Castillo in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. That's in there. Next offering is in the dirt. And that's down and away. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
What a battle. It's not
Come on,
always easy
Cano.
laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
Grichuk in the box now. No balls and a strike. Del
Come on, old,
Castillo
don't you know?
aboard here at first with nobody out.
1-1.
In the dirt. A little bit low, and it's 2-1. Here's the pitch. Run around the goal. Fouled off down the right side. And it remains 2-2. Nobody out. Runner at first. Let's go, Randall. And a base hit.
I don't feel like I can trust Cano out of the bullpen right now.
Here's Gurriel. He's already homered here in this
Here's
one.
Lourdes Gurriel, the man that gave the Diamondbacks the
There's got some
lead.
good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side.
And that's a
And he's going to help
ball.
extend that
Coming home.
lead.
He'll score easily, and it's an RBI single, and they lead by 2.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
Now up next for Arizona, Geraldo Perdomo. 0 for 3 with 3 groundouts.
In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home.
Run around the goal. Swing and a miss.
0-1.
Throw. Tag.
Sanchez
Great
throws
throw
out
by
Gurriel.
Gary Sanchez.
You can see they're continuing to try to apply pressure on this pitcher who struggled a little bit. But the problem is you get caught right there. You're helping him out. You're giving him an out that he struggled to get. You want to maintain those base runners. Let some of those guys coming up to the plate that got you.
Slashes this one, and it could be trouble.
Caught way too much plate, and
they take a 3-run lead. The throw in. And he'll pull into third with an RBI triple.
He's through with the RBI. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Here's Garrett Hampson. First pitch doesn't find the zone. And another ball.
When the skipper calls down to the bullpen, he's expecting the guy to come in and get outs. So far, not getting what he was hoping
3
for.
balls, no strike.
Still only one
In
out
your
here in the
Cano.
inning. Fastball for a strike. And it's 3-1. Tried to check his swing there. Now an appeal to first. Nope, he held back. Here's Ketel Marte. Now the Orioles men.
Now pitching for Baltimore, number 51, Matt Bowman.
That one fouled off.
let's see how Bowman can do for me.
With 2 already in to score. Here, the bottom of the 7th.
Okay.
pitch.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Stays alive. In the dirt, but kept close. Hampson into scoring position on the wild pitch, and there goes the double play.
Oh, I thought Marte was in.
2 on and 1 out. You're just hoping you can get a double play.
Ripped on the ground to second, sends it to first. There for the out. Runner scores from third. This is Corbin Carroll, 1 for 3. Carroll checks his swing, appeal to third, and he went around. That's ruled a swing. And a base hit knocks in a run. Next to hit for Arizona.
Where was
Josh
that pitch?
Naylor. In there at the knees, and that's strike 1.
0-1
Carroll
count.
off of first with 2 away, and that misses, and the count is 1-1. And that's outside. Just missed. Swung on, belted. And it gets into the corner, but it's foul. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Hit weakly on the ground towards second. That'll end the inning.
Let's go.
A lot of scoring. So 4 runs on 4. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Ryan Nelson.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
Activity in the bullpen. Justin Martinez up and throwing for manager Torey Lovullo. Beeks also getting ready. Ground ball to the right side. Naylor takes it to the bag. 1 up, 1 down. Laureano comes up to hit. Nelson, a 6'3" righty. He features a 4-seam fastball, a cutter, a changeup, a slider, and he occasionally uses a curve. That one outside, and that's ball 1. 1 out, base is empty. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
How do you miss that? How do you miss that?
And just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
And foul ball. One down, base is empty. Outside with a breaking ball. And that one lifted in the air, center field. Grichuk calls it in, 2 away. 2 outs, base is empty. And next for the Orioles, Ramon Urias. Breaking ball inside. 1-0. 2 outs, base is empty. That misses the zone. 2-0.
There we go. Work the count.
Down, nobody on. Foul ball there. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field.
And that's going to drop. Ramon will have a second hit of the day.
Keeps the inning alive. And now Jorge Mateo. And a foul ball. The Diamondbacks leading by 5, and we're at the top of the 8th. And it's even up.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And that's a strikeout. Mike Fillmore says he wanted 1 hit. We'll be back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule. Bowman back to work. Outside low, ball 1.
Well, these Diamondbacks, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. 8 of their hits came off the bat at 90 miles per hour or harder.
You know what?
These guys
I'm
are
going
not
back
getting
to
fooled right now.
something that I said I wanted to do.
Here's the catcher, Adrian Del Castillo. And first offering is fouled off.
Ball 1.
Breaking ball through there for a strike. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Went back to the splitter and it was effective. And now Randall Grichuk.
Come on, Randall.
First offering and it just misses. 2 down, nobody on. Here the bottom half of the 8th inning. That one
2-0.
misses. Now 2-0. And that's in there at the knees. There's the strike. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Sanchez gathers.
Let's go.
That completes the strikeout, inning over. So they go quietly there.
A nice inning by Bowman.
We're back. It's the top of the 9th. And there's a new pitcher on the mound. Jalen Beeks.
And he comes on
Lefty
here for the first
Jalen
time this
Beeks.
season, and I'm sure there's some nerves involved in that, so we'll see how he settles in.
Holiday stands in now and watches strike 1. Swings and chases a low one there.
0-2.
Gonna count 1 and 2. Now 1 missed.
We got full count.
Okay, I'm going to assume fastball.
Spoils the 2-strike pitch.
Another
And he'll
circle.
see another. 3-2. And they'll do it again. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Holiday works a
Man,
walk.
that's a tough one to take on the full count, but I guess he saw it really well. It's a really nice plate appearance.
Here's Ryan Mountcastle. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. Swing and a ball lifted in the air.
Mountcastle looked
Should have this
fastball,
one.
got it.
Makes the grab, one
Didn't
down.
miss it, but didn't get all of it.
So digging in, Gunnar Henderson.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
There's a strike.
Good pitch right there.
0-1.
Anytime you can get one by a bat of this caliber, especially with runners on, it's got to give you some confidence out there on the mound that you can win this battle.
It drops in.
Base
Gets
hit.
away a little bit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds it second with 1 gone. Ryan O'Hearn comes up to hit.
You still have work to do if you want to get the tying run to the plate,
Ball
but
1, no strike.
keep the line moving.
and a miss.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
And this is inside.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
2 on, 1 out. Foul ball.
That was not a good pitch.
That just misses. And now 3-2.
Runner, he's going.
Pitch. It's a double steal. Got him swinging. No throw. Double steal. They're both safe. So they're down to their final out.
Catcher,
It's Gary
Gary
Sanchez. 3 groundouts already. He's 0 for 3. And there's the strike.
Ooh,
0-1 is the count.
the cutter right down the pie hole.
Swings through that one above the zone.
Well, you know this guy wants to pitch up something that he can hit hard and drive over the wall, but you've got to set your sights down a little bit. You can't.
And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.
Sugano, a hard luck loser. 6 innings, only giving up 1 run. But we're going to have a second game in this episode. I will be right back, though. Be right back. Spencer Turnbull.
Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. The show brings you a matchup of division rivals. It's the Toronto Blue Jays taking on the Baltimore Orioles. We get a chance to watch one of the hottest bats in the game. He's been huge for his team, Singy.
Yeah, just impressive contact and seems to find every gap available, Boog. I can't wait to see him in action in this one. Practically unstoppable as of late.
First pitch coming your way next. So just about set now. Getting the nod on the mound, Dean Kramer. What do you have on him?
Yeah, his ERA last year was a little worse than average, so definitely be looking for better results this season. You know, one of the keys is just being able to have a consistent delivery and to be able to repeat that delivery so you can hit the spots that you want to hit and have a higher chance of being successful.
Bo Bichette, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one. 2 balls, no strikes to count.
2-0 to count.
Fouled off. He was late. Comes the 2-2. Swing and a ground ball. Handles, throws the first. 1 out in the top of the first. Let's take a look at the lineup for the Blue Jays. And someone who's had success against this pitcher before, Alejandro Kirk.
Well, these days we know teams, you know, they put a game plan together for every hitter in a lineup. But a guy like this, they circle him, make sure he doesn't beat you. So you know they put in a little extra time and effort on how they're going to approach him. He can be a huge difference maker when he's hot. So it's going to be fun to see how they try to work him right here.
George Springer, the next to hit, takes ball 1.
1 ball, no strike.
Springer working through some struggles lately.
Yeah, they say baseball is a game of failure, and that's true even for longtime major leaguers. Sometimes you'll have tough stretches just like this, but he's an experienced vet. He'll probably right the ship soon.
The outfield playing him to pull with the center fielder positioned in that left center field gap. On the ground, sneaks through, base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now. That's off the inside corner, and that's ball 1.
I love the fact that we've seen both Vladimir Guerrero and Vladdy Jr. win the home run derby. They're the first father-son duo to ever win it. Vladdy back in 2007 and
That's a
Vladdy
ball.
Jr. in 2023. Even though his dad didn't give him any advice for the event other than to go out there and hit home runs.
Ball
And
three.
there's a ball. And ball
Ball four.
four,
Take
two
your base.
aboard.
That just came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and guy at the plate was not going to help him out by swinging at something out of the zone.
First and second, one out. Stepping in, Anthony Santander. Left field. Hauls it in for the out. And next for Toronto, Ernie Clement. Pitch
Ball.
misses inside, and it's 1-0. First and second, two down. Here in game one of this three-game set. That clips the inside corner for a strike.
Back-to-back fastballs in. That last one called for a strike. Probably go away, but look for him to come back in there to try to finish you off.
Kjerstad on his way over, nabs it, and that is that. Blue Jays leave a pair, and now the O's will get their first crack at it. No score. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Back now at Oriole Park. Towing the slab in today's game, Spencer Turnbull. Chris, a sub-3 ERA for him a year ago.
Oh, when your numbers are coming in under 3 as a starting pitcher that's going out there every 4th or 5th day, taking the ball, competing against really good big league hitters, it's extremely impressive. And you wonder what he figured out last year that he can carry into this season that can help him to maintain that number or even drop it lower. We'll see, but we know he's got good stuff, and he should be really good in this one today.
Time now to take a look at the Orioles lineup put together by manager Brandon Hyde. One guy leading the way offensively for this club right now, Gunnar Henderson.
Ah, Boog, what a great talent. I mean, the kind of player who can dominate a game at times, be a perennial all-star. He's going to take home some hardware as well. I mean, he's one of the best in the game today and always fun to watch.
Yeah, that's fouled off. One down, base is empty. Outside.
1-2.
That missed by a
2-2.
lot. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count. Now one
Full
miss. Ground ball, Vlad Jr. And he handles it himself for the out.
Batting third.
2 down, base is empty. And into the box for Baltimore, Gunnar Henderson. And the first pitch
that's a
misses
ball.
for ball 1. On a bounce right side, and that one handled. Throws to first, and that ends the inning. Nothing doing this time around for the O's. Scoreless after 1. New inning getting started. And now to the plate, here's the Toronto DH, Nathan Lucas. Kramer back to work. And that's
No, off the
outside.
plate.
And that's ball 1. Lucas goes 5 feet 11 inches, 180 pounds, and he's usually in the outfield. Today
No.
he's the DH.
2-0. Ball.
That's in for a strike. That's to third. Whips it to Mountcastle. Leadoff man retired here in the second. Here's Andres Jimenez.
Second baseman, Andres Jimenez.
Let's go, Dean.
And the
1-0.
first pitch misses in the dirt. To the right side, Holiday. throws to first in time. 2 up, 2 down.
Batting 8.
2 outs,
Catcher,
base is empty. Alejandro Kirk next up for the Blue Jays. Gets the call. It's 0-1.
First pitch strike right there for him. He's going to have to do that consistently if he's going to give any length to his skipper.
In the dirt, and it's a ball and a strike. Kirk with a homer in his last game. Falling behind 2-1. Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into center field. And that extends the inning.
Batting 9th.
And now it's Dalton Varsho. Now he steps off. Nothing going on at first. Swing and a pop-off in foul ground. He's there. He's got it. And that is that. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 left. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. We're tied, 0-0. Bottom of the inning, Ryan O'Hearn comes up to hit.
Designated hitter, Ryan O'Hearn.
Just missed. Strike 1.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Kenny Jansen doing home plate duties in this one.
Not a huge strike zone from Jansen, so he can't really be called a pitcher's umpire, but he does like the bottom part of the strike zone. We may see some pitchers steal a few strikes down there, especially the ones right below the knees. That's if their catcher can present it properly.
Now this is in the air down the line. He's got it, and there's 1 down.
Man, Boog, I love watching an outfielder take on the wall to make that play, and it's a lot easier to watch from up here because that can be painful in the end. You know the wall's coming up on you quickly, so you have to maintain concentration and able to make that catch and hold onto it after contact.
Jordan Westburg stands in here, leaves that one off the inside. Check swing, and he went. And the count 1-1. And strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Breaking ball misses down and away. Off the mark there. And the count is filled up. 0-0 here in the bottom of the 2nd. Fouled off, and they'll do it again.
Let's go, Jordan.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count. That one lifted to left. Santander in pursuit. Makes the catch for the out. Here's Tyler O'Neill. First pitch, not close. That one catches the corner for a strike. That's
Ball
too
two.
low. Ball 2. 2 outs, base is empty. Fought off foul.
A little early on that fastball. I'm sure the pitcher taking a note. Look for an off-speed pitch on this next one.
And that's
Ball 3.
downstairs and outside.
Full count.
Base hit, left center field. And that keeps the inning going. Here's the center fielder, Cedric Mullins.
Center fielder, Cedric Mullins.
Swinging a foul straight back.
Come on, Cedric.
2 outs. And there's a foul ball. And look out,
High. It
as
got
that
him.
one
It
ran
got
in
him.
and got him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him. So next to hit for Baltimore, Heston Kjerstad. And first pitch fastball is in for a strike. And fouled off. 2 aboard, 2 outs. Goes down looking.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
Back here at the ballpark,
Leading off for
coming off
Toronto,
a tough
shortstop,
series
Bo
offensively, and a look at those numbers. Popped up. Rutschman makes the catch, and there's 1 gone. And the batter is George Springer. 1 for 1 with a single so far. That one ripped right center field. High bounce, takes it over the fence. That's an automatic double. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. There's a strike. This guy who grew up in big league clubhouses. Got to be a nice feeling, Siggy, when your father played in the big leagues and he passes down all that wisdom. That
1-1.
one not close. And the count even 1-1.
Yeah, and beyond that, all the other men in those clubhouses that sort of take you under their wing as a son or a nephew and show you some of the tricks of the trade. It's just invaluable, that type of experience.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Anthony Santander getting ready to hit. Chris, he leads the way with the best
0-1.
batting average on the team. Not
1-1.
even close there. And now it's even 1-1. That's
Ball.
down and in. Fouled off to the right. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees. A double in the inning, but they leave him stranded. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. No score. And we're back, set for the bottom of the 3rd. And here's the first baseman, Ryan Mountcastle.
Mountcastle.
That's outside. And that is ball 1.
Ball 2.
Right
That's
through
a
there
strike.
for a strike. That one fouled off, 2-2. And that's a strikeout looking. That was pretty nasty.
Well, just excellent location on that inside fastball. Really locked him up. And as a hitter, it's not typically what you're looking for. You're trying to protect away and then in, so you can be a little bit tardy with 2 strikes. Hard to tell if he was fooled or if he thought it would be called a ball, but either way, that's a really nice pitch.
This ball's chopped on the ground. Fires over to Guerrero. And that quickly 2 away. Here's Adley Rutschman. Grounded out his first time up. Swinging a foul straight back. Still tied at 0. Last of the 3rd. That one is absolutely belted. That's back there. And out of here. His 2nd of the year, and the Orioles jump out in front. It's 1-0. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back. Anytime you have a pitch down the middle of the plate, the percentages go up for the hitter to do damage, even if it's a pretty good sinker like that one. Nice piece of hitting there at the plate.
Gunnar Henderson, the next to hit for the Orioles. And that's a strike.
No balls. 1 strike.
Fastball in for a strike. 0-2 now. 2 down, base is empty, but 1 run across here in the last half of the 3rd. And that's downstairs. Now 1-2. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. The wind of the pitch. Not close with that one. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And delivers outside. Two down, nobody on. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Two outs. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Draws the walk there. It wasn't easy, but he earned that walk after a long at bat.
When you go that deep into it at bat, the hitter usually comes out on top.
2 outs, runner at first. Ryan O'Hearn, the next to hit for the Orioles. He's 0 for 1. Taps softly third base side, a swinging bunt, and it goes just foul. Though Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. That missed by a lot. And that's ball 2. Henderson, the runner at first with 2 gone. Swings and misses, struck him out. Solo shot, and the O's draw first blood. It's now 1-0. And welcome back to the ballpark as we go to the top of the 4th. Now the third baseman, Ernie Clement. That one's in there. That's strike 1.
Well, these Blue Jays, to put it bluntly, need to put together more competitive at-bats, and I don't think they've lived up to their own expectations at the plate. I think things are happening a little quicker than this offense would like, and we see it in the numbers. They're hitting into a lot of outs early in the at-bat.
On the ground right side, and that's just foul.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
This one in the air, right field. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 1 away. Nathan Lucas next up for the Blue Jays. He's 0 for 1. First
Ball
pitch
1.
misses.
1-0.
Fastball
No,
is
that's a ball.
outside.
2 balls. No strike.
Right through there for a strike. Blue Jays down a run. Hit hard on the ground is short. Henderson over to first in time. 2 quick outs here in the top of the 4th.
Now batting.
Here's the second baseman, Andres Jimenez. That one down the line, and foul ball. 2 down, nobody on. And ball 1. Hauls it in to end the inning. Down in order go the Blue Jays. They're down 1-0. Bottom of the 4th, and into the box for Baltimore, Jordan Westburg. Fouled off left side.
You know, these Orioles showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
That's a little bit low.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
Next offering is fouled back. Gets a piece and stays alive. That one off the mark, and it's 2-2.
2 balls. 2 strikes.
Hit on the ground up the middle. That's a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
We don't see this a whole lot anymore where hitters with 2 strikes are willing to shorten up, tighten up, and try to hit the ball back up the middle other way. He was trying to hit that hole, I believe. Very good at bat with 2 strikes.
Tyler O'Neill, the next to hit for the Orioles. A single his first time.
All right, Tyler, let's go.
Popped up to the left, into foul ground. Has room, and he makes the catch.
Got the pitch that he wanted, just a little bit quick, front shoulder.
Here's a new pitcher from the pen, Jake Bloss.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of him. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
Tap foul at the plate. Man at first, one away.
Let's go, base hit here.
In the dirt, blocked.
0-2.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Really nice sequence for a quick strikeout right there. A couple of breaking balls to get ahead 0-2. Then pump the hard stuff by him for strike 3. I like that he didn't mess around. Sometimes guys, they like to get too cute. They waste a pitch here or there and then find themselves back into a hitter's count. But right there, he had him right where he wanted him and pitched him aggressively to get the strikeout.
That one ripped. Way back there. Springer there makes the catch, and that's the inning. One left for the Orioles, but they still lead it 1-0. All set for the start of the inning. In steps the man they call Captain Kirk. Just off the inside edge. Kirk, a former All-Star, 26 years old, and he's a native of Mexico. So 2 balls and no strikes.
Right now, behind in the count, 2 balls and no strikes. No free passes. You can't allow that.
Next offering is downstairs.
Expect for that guy to come right at you with a fastball, something in the zone, because he does not want to allow the leadoff walk.
Next offering is in for a strike. A little out front there as he swings through it.
Full count.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
That could jumpstart an offense that's really struggled to score in this one. Don't want to wake a team up with the free pass.
Varsho in now, takes ball 1 off the plate. That one ran inside, almost got him.
No, that pitch not even close. A 2-0 count now. He can't be over aggressive. He's got to make sure that pitch is right on a tee for him.
Squirts away a little bit. No advance. Good job behind the dish. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
He did not take the bat off his shoulder the entire at bat.
First and second, no outs. Bo Bichette next up for the Blue Jays. Kirk, the lead runner, out at second. Varsho at first with no outs. And it's fouled off. He'll do it again. He swings and hits a fly ball, center field. Got it. Nice grab. And there's one down.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath.
Oh, that got him.
Take first.
And now the first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Ground ball, left side. Nice stop. There's one. What a double play that was. Inning over.
Just trying to sneak one through with the bases loaded, but an excellent job by the defense to turn that one and get out of this jam.
Back here in Baltimore, here's Ryan Mountcastle. Bloss back to work.
Not giving him a pitch to hit there isn't a bad thing. He's dealing with a great first pitch hitter up there.
Toronto's bullpen with some action. Chad Green up and throwing. Burr warming up as well. That one outside, and the count is 2-0.
Well, usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0, he's put himself in a really good spot.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
And next for the Orioles, Jackson Holliday. Third baseman playing on the edge of the grass looking for the sac bunt. That one misses. That's 5 straight.
Maybe losing command a little bit after the walk. Next pitch, not even close.
Orioles, let's go.
Check swing, and that's a ball. That's towards center. Varsho
Let's go. Come on.
brings it in, and there's one away. Adley Rutschman, the next to hit for the Orioles. He's already homered in this game. Base hit center field. Lead runner holds at second base. First and second with one down.
Waste no time there. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
Gunnar Henderson, the next to hit for the Orioles. And takes low for ball one.
He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam.
Next offering upstairs.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Swing and a miss, strike one.
Just missed. If he's able to connect on that, look out.
Runners at first and second with one gone. Last half of inning number 5. Ground ball left side, could be 2. To the shortstop at second, but it pulls him off the base.
Well, every double play turn starts with getting one, and even though these players work on these plays during batting practice over and over again, sometimes at game speed you can still mess it up. Could have been 2 outs. Instead they get nothing.
O'Hearn at the plate now, and that's inside. Mountcastle on third. Rutschman over at second. Henderson at first. One gone. Now a swing, and O'Hearn sends one high in the air out deep to right field. That one is back, and it's into the bleachers. Out of here. His second of the year, and they add to their lead. It's 5-zip. Listen to these fans.
This place is absolutely buzzing right now. You can feel the energy all the way up here in our broadcast booth. A great job here of staying within himself. You know that if you get a knock, you're going to drive in a couple. So stay focused on that. Well, he does more than just a knock. Hits the grand slam to drive in 4. Really good job at the plate.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Jake Loss out of the game. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound. Ryan Bird gets handed the rock out of the pen.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
Westford in the box with 1 away as he takes ball 1. Swing and a chopper out to short. Slinging it to first in time. And now the right fielder, Tyler O'Neill. 1 for 2. Way upstairs, ball 1. He was late there, strike 1.
When you throw a fastball by a guy like that, I imagine it's got to feel incredible. Look for him to throw it again at some point.
Check swing, he went too far, and it's a strike.
1-2.
Cuts and misses, it's a strikeout. But they leave their mark on the inning as we get another look at the grand slam. And the lead is now 5-0. Top of the 6th inning. Anthony Santander at the plate.
Anthony Santander.
And that is out of play. Chris, you played here in 2002. What are the memories that stand out as to being a member of the Baltimore Orioles?
For me, it was just pulling into the parking lot and having those that were there with an encouraging smile or a pat on the back, regardless of how things were going. It made it a lot easier to come to the ballpark, whether you were doing well or you were struggling. And then the way that they treated your family. I mean, this is a great place to play, and I'd say it's got to be one of the top places in all of baseball.
Swings and misses. Couldn't catch up to the heater. So up next,
Now
Ernie
batting,
Clement.
third baseman,
0 for 2
Ernie Clement.
in this one. Pitch misses there. 1-0. And you had a cameo in the movie Moneyball as an Orioles player in a highlight clip. And that misses. And the count now 2-0. Smoked on the ground to second. To first. 2 quick outs to open the top of the 6th. 2 down, base is empty. So up next for Toronto, Nathan Lucas. That one's in there. Strike 1.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Ground ball right side, but that rolls foul. And a base hit right there. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
He was all over that one. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice.
Oh, this one high and deep. Way back there. And it hits the fence. Lucas around third. The relay throw. Not in time. He scores. It's 5-1.
Now, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Absolutely blasted that one into the gap, but just didn't have quite enough to clear the wall out there. Maybe a little more elevation under it, and it carries over, but that's a swing you'll be happy with every time. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ballgame.
Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. Just missed the inside corner, and it's 2-2.
Really close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see him asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears he's ready to move on to the next pitch.
And it finds its way through for a hit. Runner from second crosses the plate. It's an RBI single. It's 5-2. Man at first, and now for the Jays, Dalton Varsho. Tap dances out of the way of that one. That smash towards center. He's got it, and that's the third out. They get 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. 7, 8, 9 due up in the home half of the inning. It's the Orioles 5 and the Blue Jays 2. Back now at Oriole Park, bottom of the 6th inning, and now the center fielder, Cedric Mullins.
You can do it!
Chance to collect himself now as he asks for time.
Pop for you, some pop!
And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes.
You know, these Orioles doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. One thing that really stands out is their chase rate. League average is around 30%, but they're at less than 20% right now.
Swing and a miss as he was late.
It's been tough fooling these hitters, and those chase rate numbers back it up. They've been really smart at the plate, and that's one of the best ways to frustrate a pitcher because nothing seems to come easy.
That misses. Full count now.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
In the air, left field, down the line. This one could be trouble. Into second easily with a leadoff double.
That's a good job right there. You got 2 strikes. I think he's got a battle.
Now the left fielder, Heston Kjerstad. Late on that fastball.
0-1. Let's go, Orioles!
That pitch clips the outside corner, and it's 0-2. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here in the bottom of the 6th. Got him looking. Not what you're looking for after the leadoff double. A strikeout, and there's one away. Ryan Mountcastle digs in now. He is struck out, and he is walked. And the first offering is not close. Swing and a ball popped in the air. And that'll fall for a base hit. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score, and it's an RBI single. It's 6-2. So back to the top of the Orioles lineup. Here's the Orioles leadoff hitter, Jackson Holliday. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a ground out. Fly ball down the line. Out number 2. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Adley Rutschman. He blasted one out earlier in the third.
Just a solo home run, but an important swing of the bat in this game. We've already seen him do it once. Can he do it again?
Right down to shoot, and it's 0-1.
There it was, 0-0. Here it is, hit it. Gets a take, gets ahead in the count.
And that's off the inside edge. Ball one.
Strike.
Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. Going back onto the track, and he makes the catch. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now 6-2. This is Orioles baseball on the show Mid-Atlantic. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Yennier Cano. He last pitched 2 days ago. And first offering is fouled off.
Yennier Cano.
Cano ready to fire now. Missed with a changeup. 1 ball, 1 strike.
1-1.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
This guy's sink has so much drop in it. It's almost like a split finger fastball. Instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground, he gets swings and misses.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And there's 1 down.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
And it'll be George Springer to step to the plate. There's a swing and a drive. And that one hops the wall. Makes the turn and heads for second. Pulls in with a double. 3rd hit for him today.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. Put a pretty good swing on that one as he drove it out to deep left. Didn't quite have the right combination of launch angle and exit velocity to get it over the fence, but you're never going to be disappointed with extra bases.
And now 2-0. 1 out and a runner at second. And
Ball
another
3.
ball. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Oh, you know this guy wants to swing it, but he's showing some good patience in this one. It's the 2nd time he's taken ball 4.
Santander stands in now, looks at that one inside. Swing and a ground ball up the middle, and it's through for a hit. The throw in, it's offline. The run comes in.
Well done. Narrows the deficit with the RBI there. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield. Really important at bat coming up now.
Clement stands in here, takes ball 1 low.
2-0.
This one in the dirt. Well done behind the dish.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Tying run at the plate, and they're all loaded up.
Oh, that sets up a really big at bat in this game. These are the moments when everyone in the stadium gets really locked in.
Now the Orioles.
Now pitching for the Orioles, Number 45.
Lucas in the box now. Takes strike one.
Aiken.
Out towards left center. Kirstead makes the grab. Runner tagging from third. Applies the tag, and they got two. Double play. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage.
Always exciting to see a play at the plate. Trying to score with 2 outs, but the tag just gets him in time, and they cut down the run to end the inning.
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the seventh. Brendan Little.
Bringing in the lefty with the left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
Henderson, the leadoff batter, as he swings through it for strike one. And that's through there for a strike. 0-2. Up the middle, Bichette fires to first on the run, and very nicely done for the out.
Knew he had to hurry after that nice forehand grab, and he did. He couldn't have transferred the ball from his glove to his hand and released that throw any better than he did right there.
And now the DH, Ryan O'Hearn, launched a grand slam earlier in the game. That was back in the fifth.
And I'd say we felt the impact of that grand slam ever since. 4 runs on 1 swing. It's just an absolute game changer.
And first offering is fouled off. And the pitch is outside, ball 1. Next offering is down low. 1 out, base is empty. Fouls one off. 2-2. Missed inside with the curve. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. That's a walk. Went with the cutter again, but couldn't find the zone. Man at first with 1 gone. Here's the third baseman, Jordan Westburg. 1 for 3.
Jordan Westburg.
0-1. Little. A guy that comes at you with one of the biggest curveballs around. It's got a ton of movement.
Look out for the double play.
Swing and a foul out of play. O'Hearn at first, 1 gone.
Let's go, Orioles.
Inside, almost got him. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
And what makes it so good is the tilt and the late break to it. Kind of reminds me of Andy Pettit as far as how sharp that breaking ball is.
Rolled to short, could be 2 to Jimenez. Relay to Guerrero in time, inning-ending double play. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule.
Second baseman, Andres Jimenez.
And that one fouled off. And now the count is even. The 1-1 is fouled off.
Well, it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the 9th, that closer's coming in.
That misses the zone. 2-2.
Well, on paper, it's favorable to have a fairly quick inning here with 2 of the 3 hitters he's set to face batting from the left side, same side he throws from.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count.
Hanging in there pretty good against the lefty.
That one
That's
misses.
a ball. Take
So
your
a
bait.
leadoff walk. And here's the catcher, Alejandro Kirk. Aiken
No.
in his 5th season,
1-0.
29 years old, and he was a 2nd-round pick back in 2016. Headed towards the corner,
Just
and that's a foul ball. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. Lead runner holds up. They're at 1st and 2nd with nobody out.
That's back-to-back singles for him. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls.
Ball
So
one.
a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit. Now that sets up a huge at-bat in this ball game.
And that one is lifted in the air. And that is a big first out. Bo Bichette gets a chance to hit. Known for his late-inning heroics.
Got to keep things airtight defensively right here. On your toes, ready to make a play. If you can get this to the 9th with a 3-run lead, it should be a W.
The tying run at the plate. And that's in for a strike. And it's 1-1. And there's a ball. Up the middle. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. No throw, and they come away without an out.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. Now a huge at-bat in this game coming up.
Springer up to bat next. Lays off for a ball. And now it's even up.
It might be time to choke up a little bit. Get that front foot down early, maybe even.
Here's a high fly ball out to center. Squeezes it. Runner tags from 3rd. A big run scores on the sac fly. Only down 2 now. It's 6-4. And a big spot here for Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Now the Orioles manager is out of the dugout, and he'll make a move to the pen.
Now pitching for the Orioles, number 56.
First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Anthony
1 ball, no strike.
Dominguez.
And another ball.
Pretty easy to give up on that pitch right there. Started on the edge of the plate with the spin. You know it's going to finish well off the plate.
Reaching for it and brings it in. 2 men left stranded, but they do push across 1. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead.
Now pitching for
Back
Toronto.
now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Chad Green.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Now it's the right fielder, Tyler O'Neill. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
No ball. 1 strike.
And that's down and away. Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. Varsho makes the catch and a quick out, number 1. Here's the center fielder, Cedric Mullins. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. Around first, heading for 2. The throw into second, in safely. It's a double and his 2nd hit.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Kerstad, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike 1. Movement in the Blue Jays bullpen. Nick Sandlin preparing to come on if needed. That one pushed foul, out of play off to the left. strikeout.
Dead ball.
And it hit him. 2 on, 1 out.
Up next
Ryan
for the
Mountcastle
Orioles.
now at the plate.
First baseman,
RBI knock for him last time. Now a chance to drive in another run.
Stay out of the double play.
And the
Ball.
first pitch misses for ball 1.
Could use a
1-0.
ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get 2. Get out of this.
Come on, Orioles.
2 on, 1 out.
Hey.
Swing and a miss, and it's 1-2.
Well, the
One
hitter
ball,
shows
2
the
strikes.
pitcher that he's willing to go after that pitch down in the zone. So perhaps he'll come back to it. Still try to get that ground ball double play.
And that
Ball 2.
is downstairs. And the count is 2-2. Mullins on second. Kerstad over at first with 1 away.
Hey now, Orioles, let's go.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Take it to him.
Good eye right
that's a
there.
ball.
At this point in the game, you cannot
Look out.
issue free passes. He's going to have to challenge this hitter. Hitter's got to be ready to swing it.
So now 3-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. This one in the air, center field. Varsho under it. They got it for out number 2. Jackson Holiday, the next to hit for the Orioles.
Second baseman,
0 for 4. He's flied out 3 times and also grounded out.
Holiday.
And a foul ball.
Do it, Baltimore. 1-1.
First and second, 2 down. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning.
Let's go, Orioles.
Outside. And the count 2-1.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
2-1 now.
No.
Just missed.
That's a good pitch there.
3-1.
Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Fouls 1 away, and now 3-2. And with 2 outs and the count full, the runners will be on the move. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. That's the 3rd out. All set to start the 9th in this one. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Anthony Santander. And that one just
outside.
missed off the outside edge. That
2-1.
misses, and it's 2-1.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
That one
Full
not
count.
close, and now it's 3-2. Line drive, base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Up next for the Blue
Down to
Jays,
third baseman, Ernie Clement. 0 for 3 in this one. First pitch misses. Grounder might be 2. Goes to second for 1. On a Mountcastle. It's a double play.
Well, that's a huge ball in play to get the double play defensively. Just one more guy to get this save for the closer.
So it's their last chance in this one. Nathan Lucas, the next to hit. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. And it's 1-1. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the top of the 9th. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That's back there. And that one's gone into the bleachers. He'll circle the bases. His second of the year. It's 6-5.
Maybe he's starting to break out of this mini slump. That's the type of swing that makes you think good things are coming his way.
Looking to get the tying run on base. That's down and in. A slider missed. Slice the other way and foul.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
The Jays down to their final strike. Not close with that one. They're now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Rutschman on to first, and that'll do it as they complete the strikeout to end it.
Well, they win the opener at home. First game of the 3-game series, and there's just such a good feeling when you're in your own ballpark, you're sleeping in your own bed, you're eating your clubhouse.